Hi, I'm Mark Clue, and today I'm reading The Polar Express. A story about hero boy who going to the North Pole, and of course Santa could bring with the hero boy of the first gift of Christmas. Shall we read along? Let's begin. On Christmas Eve, many years ago, I lay quietly in my bed. I did not rustle the sheets. I breathed slowly and silently. I was listening for a sound a friend had told me I did never hear. The ringing the bells of Santa's and sleigh. There is no Santa, my friend had instead, but I knew he was swan. Late at night, I did hear sounds through knots of ringing bells. Came the from outside came the sound of hissing steel and squeaking mirror. I looked through my window and saw a train stranded perfectly still in front of my house. It was wrapped in an apron of steam. Snowflakes fell like sounds lightly around it. A conductor stood at the open door of one of the cars. He took a large pocket watch from his vest, then looked up at my window. I put on my slippers and robe. I tied downstairs and out of the door. All aboard! The conductor cried out. I went up to him. Well, he said, are you coming? Where? I asked. Why, to the North Pole, of course, was his answer. This is the Polar Express. I took his outside hand and he pulled me aboard. The train was filled with other children. The train was filled with other children. All in their pajamas and nightgowns, we sang Christmas carols and ate, and ate candies with nugget centers as white as snow. We drink hot cocoa as thick and rich as melted chocolate bars outside. The lights of towns and villages flickered in the distance as the Polar Express racing northwards.
What happened to Kashyyyk after it ended Sith and all those plans?
I think they just tried to rebuild.
Oh,
Soon there were no more lights to be seen. We traveled through cold dark forests where I can wolves, woman and white well white haired rabbits hid from our train as it thumbled through the quiet wilderness. We climbed mountains so high it seemed as if we would scrap the moon. But the Polar Express never slowed down. Faster and faster, we came along, winding over peaks and through valleys like a car on a roller coaster. The mountains turned into the hills. The mountains turned into hills to snow-covered plains. We crossed the barren desert of ice, the great polar ice cap, lights appearing in the distance. They look like the lights of a strange ocean liner sailing on a frozen sea. There, said the conductor, is the North Pole. The North Pole. It was a huge city standing alone at the top of the world, filled with factories where every Christmas toy was made. At first, we saw no one else. They are gathering at the center of the city, the conductor told us. There is where Santa will give the first gift of Christmas. Who received the first quiz? Who received the first gift? We all asked. The conductor answered, he would choose one of you. Look! Shouted out of the children. The elves! Outside we saw hundreds of elves as our train drew closer to the center of the North Pole. We slowed to a quad-circle where the streets with Santa's helped us. When the Polar Express could go no farther, we stopped and the conductors led us outside. We prayed through the crowd to the edge of a large open circle in front of us. Stood Santa's sleigh. The reindeer were excited. They pranced and paced to ring the silver sleigh bells that hung from their harness. It was magical sound like nothing I ever heard. Across the circle, the elves moved apart and Santa Claus appeared. The elves cheerily widely. He marched over to us and then pointing to me said, let's have the fellow here. He jumped into his sleigh. The conductor handed me up. I sat on Santa's knee and he asked, now, what would you like for Christmas?
Sit.
I knew that I could have any gift I could imagine, but the thing I wanted most for Christmas was not inside Santa's game bag. What I wanted more than anything was one silver bell from Santa's sleigh. When I asked, Santa smiled, and he gave me a hug and told an elf to cut a bell from a reindeer harness. The elf tossed it out to Santa. He stood holding up the bell high above him and called out,
Oh.
the first gift of Christmas! A clock struck midnight as the elves warned the approval. Santa handed the bell to me, and I put it in my bathrobe pocket. The conductor held me down from the Santa's sleigh. Santa shot out the reindeer's names and cracked his whip. His team charged forward and climbed into the air. Santa circled once above us, then disappeared in the cold dark of the polar sky. As soon as we were back inside the Polar Express, the other children asked to see the bell. I reached into my pocket, but the only one thing I felt was a hole. I had lost the silver bell from Santa Claus' sleigh. Let's hurry outside and look for it, one of the children said, but the train gave a sudden lurch and they started moving. We were on our way home. It broke my heart to lose the bell. When the train reached my house, I sadly left the other children. I stood at my doorway and waved it goodbye. The conductor said something from the moving train, but I couldn't hear him. What? I yelled out. He covered his hand around his mouth Merry Christmas! He shouted. The Polar Express let out a loud blast from its whistle and sped away. On Christmas morning, my little sister Sarah and I opened our presents with a look as if everything had been unwrapped. Sarah found one of the last small box behind the tree. It had my name on it. Inside was a sail bell. There was a note. Found this on the seat of my sleigh. Fix that hole in your pocket. Signed Mr. C. I shook the bell. It made the most beautiful sound my sister and I had ever heard. My mother said, "Oh, that's too bad." "Yes," said my father, "it's broken." When it shaking the bell, my parents had not heard a sound. At one time, a most friend could hear the bell, but as years passed, it fell silent for all of them. Even Sarah found on Christmas that she could no longer hear its sweet sound. Then I grown old, the bell still rings for me, as it does for all who truly believe. The end. Now that's a great story. Oh, now that's a great story.
Great job, Mark.
You know,
That was awesome.
the Polar Express book is one of my favorite books of the holiday. See, the little boy, hero boy, walked to see Mr. Conductor, and as the little boy hanging to the Christmas tree, to go in the North Pole, along with the kids who were springing on to the first gift of Christmas as a little boy to take care of. So Santa gives the first gift of Christmas just as a sleigh bell, and he gives the hero boy, and they put it in the pocket, and then they lost it. So hero boy received a present for a sleigh bell. So hope you liked it. Thanks for watching, and I'm Mark Liu. See you next time.